serve.
Okay, so when I'm introducing you, what word, as far as what do people need to know, you know what I mean? Like president of what? You're the president of Tower 7.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
President of the Tower.
President of Tower 7. That's really good. Okay.
All right, whenever y'all are ready. And we're pretending it's live on Friday morning.
Oh, gosh.
Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
Good morning. I know we're going to dive right into it. Normally, Meg and I are filming at my house on Friday mornings, and we're just kind of chatting it up. But you guys, this morning, it's Friday. It's Cinco de Mayo. Lots is happening. Meg is actually behind the camera.
Hello.
So she's here. Hi, Meg.
Hi.
And we're in our new office, and we have a very special guest today, Brian Brennan, who is the president of Tower 7. So Tower 7, if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, is the new Baja Mexican food, amazing, fresh kitchen that has just opened in the location where Ruddy Duck used to be in downtown Morehead. So Tower 7, if you've visited Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach, that area, you've probably been to Tower 7 or to K38, which is the sister brand. Anybody who's been to any of those places knows just how delicious and wonderful the food is. So we're very lucky to have both Brian and Tower 7 now live in Carteret County.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, Brian.
Yeah, it's my
Thank
pleasure.
you for being here. And I want to point out to you guys that in honor of Cinco de Mayo, Brian and I are double fisting, but it is coffee and water.
That's right.
So later
Cheers.
today we'll be having some margaritas, right? Cheers.
That's correct.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us all about, how's your opening week been at Tower 7?
It's been fantastic. We have an amazing team behind us. Opening new restaurants is the hardest thing you can do in our business. So to be able to do so at a location like we have here in downtown Morehead City, for this to be our first location outside of Wilmington, for us to be opening at this exciting time of year, there's so many great things happening. So between the team, the community, and our first shot to do this away from our home base is really rewarding.
No kidding. We are so honored that we are the first location. Was that a long process to make that decision to come here?
Yeah, so we got introduced to Chef Fabian a while. There was a relationship in, as I'm learning, Eastern North Carolina has a lot of community. So members from our ownership group had relationships with the Botas, and what started as a conversation kind of aligned from a timing perspective with Fabian's retirement, and presented an opportunity for us to step into this wonderful space that we have and continue the legacy established down by the waterfront, and to introduce Morehead City to what we have to offer with our wonderful brand.
I know, and you know, because you know Fabian, what an incredible chef Fabian is, and that those are some big shoes to fill.
Yes.
And we're so excited because I think it's such a great transition. Of course, you're not serving the same food that Fabian and Silvana were serving at Ruddy Duck. Tell us a little bit about the food that you guys are going to serve at Tower 7.
Yeah, so Baja Mex is the tagline. If you're familiar with Tex-Mex, it's similar in traditional Mexican items, but with a Baja coastal theme. So Southern California, think fish tacos, burritos, quesadillas, but with the complimentary mahi or tuna that we pick up fresh daily from Blue Ocean Market.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so I love that y'all are already dialed into exactly where you need to get your fresh seafood. Y'all got it all figured out.
That's right.
Tell us what is your favorite thing on the menu?
I'm going to stick with the seafood. So the island tuna tacos or the bronze mahi tacos. What else could you possibly want when you're sitting on the back deck, knowing where the product's coming from, knowing that it's made in a fresh scratch kitchen on a daily basis, along with our fresh salsa and guacamole. It's hard to beat.
Okay, so wait, Brian. So when you say scratch kitchen, do you mean do y'all make your chips? Do you make your tortillas? Do you make your...
The chips are made daily alongside our salsa. We home make our corn tortillas. So scratch meaning fresh made daily.
That makes me so hungry. I know it's early, but that makes me so hungry. That's amazing. Okay, what about your favorite margarita? Because I understand. So I should share with you guys that I was not able to be there because Sally had a track meet in Wilmington, but a lot of the members of the team were able to join Brian and his crew. There was a kind of a soft opening event on last Saturday night at the restaurant, and they were raving over, first of all, the queso. Y'all, queso, right?
Yes. cheese and chips go pretty well together.
I mean, man. Okay,
Yeah.
so the queso, but then apparently everybody got a different flavor margarita, and they were all arguing over whose was the best one.
Yeah, I'm a skinny margarita guy.
Okay.
So we like the lime juice and the agave syrup.
Yeah.
Kind of keep the components simple. And then we do a lot of cocktail development back in Wilmington with the Oleander locations. So there's a few different variations of the skinny, but strict menu item, skinny margaritas are to beat.
Okay, now, so you're talking like skinny spicy? Like, is that a variation?
It's skinny meaning that it is a substitute for the traditional sour mix that we also make in-house.
Right.
And using the agave syrup.
Okay. And can you get that spicy?
You can. We can make anything spicy with some jalapenos or serrano peppers for you.
Okay.
Most of our menu items, salsas, our traditional flavors are on the more mild side, but we can always adjust that.
This makes me so happy.
Yes.
Yes, I'm very excited. Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Mhm.
So you guys are open now. You opened earlier this week. Everything's been going great. We've been hearing rave reviews
Yes.
left and right.
Thank you.
And so you guys are open every single day.
We're open 7 days a week. We open at 11 a.m. for lunch every day.
Okay.
We have a little bit of a late night component on the weekends, so we might be open a little bit later if the party's still going, but till 11 o'clock at night normally on Fridays and Saturday nights.
Okay.
We'll have a mix of live entertainment, obviously our gorgeous view off of the back deck.
Wow, yeah.
And something for everybody. It's a great environment for large groups, families. It's a great environment if you're going out with food intentions or
Yeah.
looking to get some cocktails and just taking the view.
You know, I feel like that with everything that's going on these next few weeks in Morehead, I mean, you know, I know we can run down what's happening. This weekend is Reeling for Research on the waterfront, right?
The party starts today, Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
We have Reeling for Research this weekend, Mother's Day next weekend. We
Right.
have the Atlantic Beach Music Festival and the Beaufort Music Festival, which we are sponsoring. The weekend after that, and then we get to Memorial Day as the real official kickoff of the summer.
Yeah. So one of the things I think is important about that I heard you say, I always feel like with a big group, it's really hard to figure out where you're going to eat. So what you're saying is that you guys actually welcome large groups.
We welcome large groups. We welcome families. It might come at a bit of a wait depending on the group size.
Sure.
But, calling into the restaurant and seeing what we can do to accommodate your group. We appreciate the advance notice.
That's actually a great idea because you don't take reservations,
Correct.
but you can call ahead and just say, hey, what do things look like? We might have a group of 20 coming in at X or Y time.
Yeah, so depending on what time you're looking to come in and whether or not you're interested in maybe grabbing a drink and wait for that table to come together, we'd be more than happy to accommodate groups of all sizes.
Okay, see, I just love knowing that. I think that's a big deal. Okay, then I think my last really big question for you is, are y'all fully staffed?
We're hiring. We're always
You are?
hiring.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So we've got a great start with the team that we have. We know that we'll have folks coming back looking for summer jobs and coming home from school here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
This time of year is just really important as we get our first few weeks under our belt prior to things like Memorial Day weekend or Big Rock. How can we get our team the most training and the most support at a time that we're going to be learning how to be as busy as we'll ever be. So if you want to stop down at the restaurant, if you're interested in looking for a job or know somebody that is, please come on by because we will be hiring throughout the summer.
Okay, that's great intel. And Brian, I know one of the things I've learned about you is that you have a great and very successful history in getting restaurants off the ground. And so I know that crew down there is feeling very lucky to have you at the helm. And
Thank
it
you
sounds
very
like you're knocking it out of the park.
We have a fantastic team. It takes an army of people
Sure.
to make this happen, from those that support us from the office back in Wilmington to the local community and partners like yourself that are helping us spread the great word. And we are very grateful for those relationships.
Well, I'm so glad. We're just thrilled that y'all are here.
Thank
Thrilled
you.
that y'all are here. Okay, so Brian, as we wrap up, we have a question that we ask our guests every week, and that is, what is saving your life right now?
Same answer. That's the team. It takes a lot of people to bring a restaurant together. You'd think it's bar offering a menu, but when you look at it, it's 100 people that have touched this opportunity. Going back to those original relationships with Fabian to bringing something to fruition, a tremendous amount of work to open a new restaurant and to open a new market and to arrive at this time that we've come upon. So we put it in terms of being the hardest work that you'll ever do in our business, and it's also the most rewarding. So we're excited to have the doors open and get to celebrate with the community that's been looking forward to our arrival.
And we have. That is very well said. We are a community that has been looking forward to your arrival.
Thank
That's
you.
exactly right. So guys, y'all get out this weekend, make your way down to Tower 7, have a skinny margarita. Don't forget they'll make it spicy for you if you ask. and we'll look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for joining me this morning, Brian.
Thank you so much, Mary Gina.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all,